edition of ONME Sunday Mornings. My name is Julia Najib, along with
Lennice Najib.
And we are at Campus Point here in Fresno, California. ONME Sunday Mornings always likes to go to those different locations to let you know what's vibing here in the Central Valley. Well, the Maya Cinemas is definitely vibing here in the Central Valley.
And it's right across the street from the Safe Mart Center, right here.
Is it Safe? Yeah, the Safe Mart Center and
Yes.
Chestnut?
Yes, it's Shaw and Chestnut is
You're
across
right,
the
I
street.
see Safe Mart diagonally across from you, so you're absolutely right. So at the Maya Cinemas, it's a different space, a different place, because people want to say, how is it different from all those other movie theaters? Well, number one, it just is. But number two, they're all about giving back to the community. They have a couple of programs, and one of them is the Dollar for a Scholar program, where they help local students to be able to match $1 for any moviegoer that spends $1 at the theater.
And what do they need to qualify, the students?
That's a good question. So we'll have to find out more about that, how we will get them qualified or find out more information about to give to people so that they can get their students qualified. I wish this existed when our kids, were going to college, but hey, that's the way it is. And they also have another program, and it's called Maya Cares, and these are for students who have disabilities, where they give them a free screening to all the young who face these disabilities. So it's a monthly outreach screening that they do. And they are even featuring independent filmmakers. That's where our experience comes from. So I think that's really important, that they're going to be featuring indie films on Wednesdays and Saturdays, and also foreign films. That way you have that audience. They even have popcorn that is made out of or pops on the coconut oil.
Coconut oil?
Coconut
I
oil.
never had popcorn on coconut oil. I wonder what that tastes like.
Well, you will, I guess, try it at Maya Cinemas.
But I know they have a line over there right now.
Oh, yeah.
And when the line went down.
So, and then they also have the chili bowl, cheese bowl. So they have a lot of different aspects that are, I guess, very different from all, like I don't want to say the other theaters' names, but it's very different from all of the other locations that we've seen. And they have a crying room. Did I mention that?
No.
The crying room, now this is deep. The crying room is where if there is a child in the audience and they are crying, the parent can still go watch the movie even though the child is crying and screaming, and doesn't have to bother other patrons.
I know when I usually go to a movie and I hear a child crying, I get so frustrated because it always happens right at the best part of the movie. Now we can go in here and watch a movie and not have to worry about that distraction.
We used to be parents, though, too, of young ones, so we know how that feels. And so I feel for the parents that now have a place to be able to go and not feel embarrassed and be able to take their child to crying. Kids are going to cry. They're kids.
Yeah, I understand.
That's just the way it is. And so we just want to let you know that that's where we're at. We are here in Fresno, California, here at the Maya Cinemas, and we're going to be doing a featured business center of the month, and our featured business that we're going to be doing is the Beach Hut. People say, why the Beach Hut? Because it's a cool place with sandwiches, and it's very different. You've got TVs. Forget about the drinks and non-alcoholic drinks, but the TVs at each station.
Well, it's different. It's a different environment. I hear the music popping right here, everybody dancing, and it's nice and crowded. So you know the food is great when you have a lot of people over there eating it.
And we'll be able to talk to the owner, Sammy Franco, who had the vision to bring that franchise here because it was from Northern California. So we'll be talking more about that. But meanwhile, we want to let you know that this edition of ONME Sunday Mornings has been brought to you by our sponsor, City of Fresno, which is the Solid Waste Management. And speaking briefly about the solid waste management, we've got some issues that we got to clear up with our community because we've got some contamination going on. There's the blue cart and then there's the green cart. You know there's a difference, right? The blue cart and then the green cart.
Can I put a tire in the blue cart?
Okay, you can put a tire in the blue cart, but not in my blue cart. So contamination, we want to avoid that because, well, let me tell you why you want to avoid that. Because there's fines. The first and second instance, they give you some warning. There's a third instance where you get a $50 fine. There's a fourth instance where it's a $100 fine. A fifth instance where it's $200. Then thereafter it goes on up, $200 fine. It can go up to $1,500 just in fines per fiscal year.
Wow,
We're going to keep fining you. So we're going to help you out, and we'll even put some pictures up there for you. So the blue cart, that you avoid contamination, that's supposed to be for your recyclables, right? So you want to avoid rubber, Lennice, styrofoam, carpet, clothing, food, wood, used tissue, that's used tissue, used paper towels, and used paper products. Now the green cart, if you notice on the screen, see there's blue and there's green. The green cart is for your grass, your shrubs, I'm saying that's what it's for, but here's what you don't want to put in there. plastic bags, metal, fabrics, trash, recyclable styrofoam, and animal waste. You know, I never thought that people were putting animal waste in their trash cans, but I guess we don't have animals, so I never realized that. People think that that's like the fertilizer, right?
Yeah, I don't understand too. I guess they're lazy. They don't want to separate it somehow, and they just put it right where they think is supposed to go. So we know it's not supposed to go there. So if you see some animal waste in there, we can.
Oh, they can pick it out?
No, I'm not going to pick it out. It's going to be somebody going to pick it out, but I'm not.
Pick it out. I'm not going to pick it out either. And so in this edition of ONME Sunday Morning, some things, other highlights that we will be discussing. Besides the beach hut's opening, they have a soft opening. We also want to talk about the Vallarta supermarket that is coming here to Fresno, California. Or actually, it's already here, but the third one here in Fresno. And that'll be located off of Clinton and Weber. And what is historical about this moment is that you had TFS Investment, you also had Steve Hosey's company, and Mehmet Noyan, who all came together in a partnership to be able to finally have this big chunk of property, as you see going on Clinton and 99, have a bigger value for the community. And in fact, you had Esmeralda Soria, the District 1 representative City Council of Fresno, talking about how there not been a new shopping center there in the last 15 years. So this is something new for District 1. That's the district we live in.
Yes, right there, right before the freeway.
Yeah.
It's going to be crowded. It's good. It's finally a place where people can go and shop and have business being conducted there.
So we're going to give people an excerpt of that because we got to hear the Mayor Ashley Swearigan talk about that. We got to see the actual founder of the Vallarta be able to speak, and also the director. And so we want to be able to discuss that, but we want to first we've been talking about business, and I know we talked about the state of Black business. And so I also think it's very important for us to be able to learn from other cultures and learn from other people who have businesses and who have vision. Because it's not always easy. People think that, you know, I'm in this building, or I am a business owner, and they look at other folks and they think that it's easy because they see the end result.
Well, when you look at it, you know, you see the people here, you see the money's being transactioned that's happening there. They think it's easy. They think it happened overnight, like it's no trial that went into it.
This place definitely wasn't overnight. As we look at how many times that the Campus Point was supposed to open up even in 2014.
And even the one on Weber and Clinton wasn't easy. That was an 11-year project.
Yes.
So that when they look at that and they see all the people there and a steel container that went down at the process, they think, oh, this is easy, I can do it. You know, it's no problem. But it's a challenge. It takes a lot of hard work, and you have to go over a few hurdles to get to where you need to get to.
So we thought that, at least on ONME Sunday Mornings, that you can hear from a business owner that's other than that looks like your skin tone. I would like for people to be able to expand and their mindset and be able to see that everyone has challenges. Everyone goes through something when it comes to opening your business. We sometimes make excuses and we say, I know, because we're African American. And yes, there might be some challenges, but we've seen some people get through it, go past, and go beyond. So you are watching ONME Sunday Mornings. After the break, we're going to be talking with Sammy Franco, who is the owner of the Beach Hut. So stay tuned for more.
Thanks for putting your recyclables in the blue cart.
And keeping contamination out.
Thanks for using our curbside oil recycling service.
Thanks for putting your carts clear of vehicles, trees, mailboxes, and portable basketball hoops.
Thanks for spacing your carts 3 feet apart.
Thanks for putting your carts back when we're done with them.
We are the City of Fresno,
providing life's essential services.
Have your TV billboard ad right here for just $50 for 4 spots per week. It's a one-page, 10-second vocal announcement. Just submit your info, just like this ad. Go to amptvnow.com for more information.
To meet state-mandated water cuts during this drought, we all need to use less water.
Start by knowing your 2 outdoor watering days. Odd addresses on Tuesday and Saturday, and evens on Wednesday and Sunday.
Then, cut your watering times in half. And if you see problems with city sprinklers, let us know.
We're all in this together, and together is the only way we can meet our goal.
So this summer, don't frown on brown, because a brown lawn is a responsible lawn.
A message from the City of Fresno.
back to ONME Sunday Mornings. My name is Julia and Lennice. I'm here with the owner of the Beach Hut Deli that we were talking about, Sammy Franco. Welcome to ONME Sunday Mornings.
Thanks, nice to be here.
And we have been talking about the state of African American businesses and how it's important to be diverse and collaborate. But not only that, to be able to look at other cultures, other folks that are business owners and how they made it. Because what we're finding is it doesn't matter what skin color you are, everyone has the same challenges as business owners.
Oh yeah, you know, it was myself coming up. It's been a long road, you know, in just really collaborating with different partners and other people, and just to get to this state, you know, where I'm at now has been a lot of work, but it's a payoff. It was worth it.
So the Beach Hut Deli, 1981, started in Northern California, correct? What made you want to bring that vision down here to Fresno, California?
You know, when I was actually working, I was up there and I ran into one of these places, and it was after a long day, and I went in, and it was best way I could explain it is when you work that 14-day stretch and you get a chance to get away to get a quick day at the beach or somewhere, and you just hang out. It's like a breath of fresh air. So there's nothing like it in Fresno. So I said, hey, you know, we need one of these here.
You know what, Sammy, I have to agree with you, because I'm here digging the music. I'm trying to stop from trying to dance and do this interview at the same time. But you've got the television, you've got the music. It does feel like a beach scene, and behind us there's a patio setting. And so you must have had a vision somewhere.
Yeah, you know, what we wanted to do is something different, you know, something that's not here. And this is a big twist on what a normal Beach Hut Deli would be. So you see the big wood entrance, and the patio, and the umbrellas, and so we went a little bit bigger than what most of them do. And you know, it's just the vision was somewhere where people would want to go and become a regular. And we've seen all kinds of people in here, and I've seen the same people in since we've opened every day.
That's good, right?
Yeah, it's great.
And people can come from 10 a.m. to 12 a.m.?
10 a.m. to 12 a.m.
10 a.m. to 12 a.m. He is open. Now, Sammy, tell us about those challenges. Although I see people going in and out, which is great, business is booming. Were there challenges? What were some of the key challenges?
You know, key challenges in any, you know, starting up any business is just finding how we're going to make it happen, you know, and finding the right people to help you make it happen, whether it's financing or design or the build out.
Definitely financing.
And yeah, exactly. And, you know, and just you got to be organized and find the right people. If you're not good at something, you need to partner with someone who is good at that. So you complete your team, you know, and so you put the right people together, and those challenges start to become, you know, it helps you advance, because someone who's great at those challenges. So we have a pretty diverse team as far as what comprises our group, you know, and so it really helped to mesh us all together to get everything in the right spot.
Sammy, how would you say a person that is going through a rough time, they're trying to open their business and it's a challenge, what are some tips that you can tell them?
Do your research, you know, because it's not, everybody has this goal that you want to work for yourself, you want to be your own boss, you know, but it's not easy, you know, and there's a lot of planning, there's a lot of research that goes into it, and getting the right spot. I would just say, you know, make sure you've got your ducks in a row, make sure you've done your homework, and just make sure that you're passionate about what you're doing, because if you don't like living somewhere, if you don't like being here from open to close and having fun with people, then, you know, or whatever you're doing, then it's maybe it's not your thing.
So I can give an interpretation, or what I call a translation of that: don't do it just for the money.
Exactly. You got to do it because you love it.
We'd like to thank Sammy Franco from the Beach Hut Deli. You can come here from 10 a.m. to 12 a.m. Yes, it is open right here at Campus Point, not too far from Save Mart Center. So after the break, we've got more news for you. I'll be back with Lennice Najib, and we will be right back.
Thanks for putting your recyclables in the blue cart.
And keeping contamination out.
Thanks for using our curbside oil recycling service.
Thanks for putting your carts clear of vehicles, trees, mailboxes, and portable basketball hoops.
Thanks for spacing your carts 3 feet apart.
Thanks for putting your carts back when we're done with them.
We are the City of Fresno,
providing life's essential services.
To meet state-mandated water cuts during this drought, we all need to use less water.
Start by knowing your 2 outdoor watering days. Odd addresses on Tuesday and Saturday, and evens on Wednesday and Sunday.
Then, cut your watering times in half. And if you see problems with city sprinklers, let us know.
We're all in this together, and together is the only way we can meet our goal.
So this summer, don't frown on brown, because a brown lawn is a responsible lawn.
A message from the City of Fresno.
Welcome back. You're watching ONME Sunday Mornings. My name is Julia Najib, along with
Lennice Najib.
We want to get right into the groundbreaking of the Vallarta supermarket because, as you said, it was 11 years. 11 years. Wait. And you know, the fact that Frazier was very honest in saying they had to scrape and scrounge in 2004 to get the property. And that was between himself, Mehmet Noyan, and also Steve Hosey, who's the owner of H&P Properties. So let's take a look at those excerpts and then we'll hold our comments for thereafter.
What an exciting day to be here and to officially break ground on a project that has been so long in the making. I want to start by just recognizing Councilmember Soria and the terrific job she's done of stewarding this through in the last 6 months, the final 6 months getting us to this point. And also, of course, want to recognize Councilmember Blanc-Jean. I remember hearing about this project from day one of my time in office 6.5 years ago. I frankly didn't realize that Councilmember Boyajian was the one to originally get it started, but my goodness, what a history.
My name is Rick Castillo. I'm the Director of Marketing, and I'm joined by members of our executive team and members of our buying group, because if I didn't mention them, they'd be very upset on my way home. What started back in 1985 as a meat market in Van Nuys, California by Don Enrique Gonzalez Sr. And I can't tell you how lucky we are to have the founder of our company here for this groundbreaking ceremony.
I just want to say thank you again for everyone here to support us for the last 10 years. I'm super excited for the neighborhood that they're going to get the services that they need and they deserve. An outstanding group from Vallarta is going to head that up there, so we're really excited about everything. So just wanted to say thank you. Thanks to my family, my wife who stuck with me for 11 years, my son who hopefully be helping me out when I need some help from time to time, and my family who showed up. So thank you again. It's been a pleasure. It's been great, and we're just looking forward to a great project. So thank you. And I couldn't have asked for two better partners to this last 11 years as well. So thanks, Mehmet, and thank you, Terrence. Appreciate it.
So we just got a chance to watch. I always say the walls came tumbling down, but it's not the walls. I just wanted to say that. And that is a historic moment because that property has gone through recessions, it's gone through eyesores, and many promises where people said they were going to lease the property, and that didn't quite happen. So this is a great cause for Vallarta, who is a Southern California-based company, to be able to have a third one right there off of Clinton and Weber.
Yes, when I always go by there, I always take a look, and I always see some pumpkins over there, or some Christmas trees over there, and I was always wondering, and I thought it was going to be a different type of building over there, but I'm glad.
And there was supposed to be, but again, money fell short, people didn't come through. Yada, yada, yada. We've heard that story before, and it's happened to us. So at this Mid-State Shopping Center that's just broken ground, 40,000 square feet. That's going to be used for retail space. That's the important part.
Well, the important part, they're going to have, some more important part, they're going to have be hiring employees there.
Yes, 200. So 200 jobs is what they are creating right there in the corner of Clinton and Weber. So we say a kudos to Mehmet Noyan, Terrence Frazier, and Steve Hosey for helping create jobs, helping our economy, and also having a greater vision. As we said, Lennice, this segment is about businesses overcoming those challenges. And it might look easy on the outside. It might look like everything is fine and dandy, but yet it's a challenge, 11-year process.
Well, one of the major and biggest challenges to all small business, or even any business, is access to capital. As you stated before, they had to scrounge and piece those capitals together to get that property and also get that business. It's the same thing with any business, is access to capital. If we can get that challenges to overcome, especially in the African American community it would be very vital.
And another reason why this segment we wanted to be more diverse, because we want to show how it's important to be diverse, to expand your business, expand your knowledge in business. And so as you see, if you look at, of course, Frazier, the Hosey Group, they are able to expand and invest and, you know, hang on there and be able, we should be doing the same thing. I think that African Americans need to learn to collaborate with other businesses and other people that are like-minded so that you can grow. I know we think that we can grow from our own audience. That's fine to think that, but the reality check is when we look at Fresno, we're 8%. Even though we have the buying power, do we really have the power where we are, you know, the 8% out of the other 92%, that means the other 92% of the population is not African American.
Well, when you look at the buying power, just in this region alone, I'm thinking it's around what? In this region, it's about $3 billion.
$3 billion for Central Valley, but and for Fresno, it's $750 million. But what I'm saying is that buying power is obviously diverse. So if you look at the African American dollar anyway, it's being spent not just in the African American community, but in diverse communities. And so what I'm saying about business is it's very important to diversify in your collaborations, to expand, and still, you can still be your own person. You can still be who you are and whatever it is that you service or product for the community.
Yes, I agree.
And so I'm glad we got a chance to talk to Sammy Franco, so you can see and hear his vision, how he got started. And each time we're going to be picking a different business owner, making it diverse to hear, and we should be able to see that a lot of the business owners probably have the same challenges.
I'm sure.
As me and you.
Yeah, I'm sure. A lot of
doesn't matter what ethnicity
well,
at that point.
A lot of times, what they feel is they're doing it all by themselves.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of people try to go to, in our community, the local black chamber, to seek some help, to let them know that they're not alone in going through these challenges. They might have challenges with their taxes, they might have challenges with access to capital, they might have challenges with just some of the basic information to help a business.
But what did Nick Hill say? If you look at Nick Hill, who is a former Kern County Black Chamber of Commerce president, and now he is the, I want to make sure I get this right, he is the consultant for the California State Black Chamber of Commerce, COC. And he said that it's important that they diversify. He always encouraged his members to diversify. Be a part of the chamber, the city of Bakersfield. Also be a part of the Hispanic chamber. Also be part of the Asian Chamber of Commerce. You have to let people know about your product or service. Everyone needs to know about your product or service.
That's
not just African American. You happen to be African American, but I'll tell you what, that green dollar has no color. It's the same color and it's never going to change.
What I noticed also in Bakersfield, when you joined the Black Chamber with the way he set it up, it also loops you into the other chambers as well. It's not just you joining one, you expanding your business and your ideas to a whole group of chambers at one time.
And those are our Business 101 tips that we have this morning on ONME Sunday Morning. Meanwhile, I want to talk quickly about the Fresno Go app. And so the city of Fresno just let us know that there is a Fresno Go app that is free that you can download. And if you go to the website, and you can access it at fresno.gov /Fresno Go. And this app is supposed to help you know about the nearby services requests, and you can get it through your smartphone or also online. And you can use the in-app widget, and you can also find out information about events, public facilities, trash pickup. And so I look forward to us downloading this app so we can tell people more people about it. And it is free in the Google Play Store and the Apple App Store where you can get that. So we want to let you know about the Fresno Go app. Go Fresno. Meanwhile, after the break, we have more news. As always, we want to talk about, of course, what the governor just signed, the SB 277, some of the controversies with that. You are watching ONME Sunday Mornings. We'll be right back after the short break.
Thanks for putting your recyclables in the blue cart.
And keeping contamination out.
Thanks for using our curbside oil recycling service.
Thanks for putting your carts clear of vehicles, trees, mailboxes, and portable basketball hoops.
Thanks for spacing your carts 3 feet apart.
Thanks for putting your carts back when we're done with them.
We are the City of Fresno,
providing life's essential services.
Welcome back to On Me Sunday Mornings. My name is Julia and Lennice, along with
Lennice Najib.
And one of the California news items that we wanted to make sure we talked about, which has been controversial, and you had Tony Muhammad of the Nation of Islam, the minister of the Nation of Islam in Southern California, the Western region, Los Angeles, had some concerns about the governor signing this bill, which means students cannot, I mean, by law, they have to have a vaccination before they go to school. Now, we were former teachers, so on the other side of that, we understand the importance of kids having vaccinations. I remember getting sick all the time. I remember some kids that were diagnosed with tuberculosis, and we would have to then immediately get treatment or anything like that. So I do think vaccinations have some warranty. I think they are important. What are some of those challenges, though, however? But I'll let you say something to that.
What's going on in the classroom when we had to deal with that? Because you have 30 kids coming in, and then right after another 30, another 30. Sometimes you go through over 150 kids per day as a teacher. So that the germs that's around, sometimes you have to have a tolerance
You're in
level.
a smaller, and some places don't have windows.
Yes.
My classroom didn't have windows.
So, you're always alert to what's going to be happening as far as your own health. So So
it's keeping everyone safe, if you're looking at the teachers, if you're looking at the administration, and the students, most importantly. However, the challenges that they're having has to do with Dr. William Thompson, and he's a senior scientist for the CDC, which is the Center of Disease Control. And he actually admitted that they omitted information on African American boys, that they did vaccination safety information and experimentation on, and did not want to disclose that information. So you kind of don't say that and then want us to go along with the governor in signing this bill. Now, why is that important? Because when we look at the Tuskegee experiment that happened between 1932 and 1972, where you had 600 poor sharecroppers who unknowingly were experimented on and were told that they were getting free health care, and really they were injecting syphilis into their brains.
Well, they were saying at that time, as I recall, that this would be something that would help you. They even gave them burial insurance and free meals if they experiment.
Burial insurance because they were going to die based on them injecting syphilis, I'm just saying. And so this was done by the U.S. Public Health Service, and the study, they wanted to do a study to see the progression of syphilis. So using human beings as test subjects, guinea pigs, and not telling them was the bad part of that. So we have the same situation here with Dr. William Thompson. So we're going to be following this story to find out more information on what we're going to, what's going to happen, and hopefully we can find more information and research about what Dr. Thompson had to say in regards to that. As usual, we always run out of time, but we got a lot of good information. We got to do a business profile. We got to have the news cinema here. If there's news and information around your town here in the Central Valley, please send us an email at media@amptvnow.com, and that's where you can send us a press release, information, a story about what's happening in Central Valley, in urban communities where you live. Thank you for watching this edition of On Me Sunday Mornings. We will see you next week.